This is my first summer here at Pingree Park.
This is my first season at Pingree.
This is my first season.
This is actually my first season.
When you drive up and you see the valley for the first time, and it's gorgeous, it's picturesque, it's one of the most beautiful sights Colorado has to offer, and just the realization that you get to live here the entire summer and just experience this every single day was just awesome.
Some days you're like, oh, I don't want to wake up early, but then when you wake up at 6 a.m. and you see the sunrise and you see the peaks, you're like, it's totally worth it.
Just being outdoors the whole summer, not being cooped up.
It's almost like a classic, like, summer camp experience, almost like straight out of Meatballs.
Living and working together, you just get to know people really well. But also, there's no like cell service up here or anything, and so you just really get to know people on like a real level because you're not distracted by anything else. When you're just hanging out with someone up here, you're literally just like hanging out with them and like talking to them.
I think just being in such an isolated area really makes you closer, quicker, in almost a way that I've never experienced before.
Yeah, there's something about Pingree in this valley here where just things happen to you personally that it's hard to explain. I don't know, kind of slowing things down, that sense of calmness that it brings you when you're out here.
Confront yourself just because you're so secluded up here, and you really have a lot of time to learn how to be alone, and you learn things about your values and who you are as a person. Even some of our staff have like changed their majors.
It made me realize that I wanted to change life paths. I went from wanting to be an engineer to a park ranger, so it definitely changed my perspective on life and what I viewed as being the most rewarding aspect of what I could do with my life.
It's been a lot of fun to be here and just kind of see, like, is this something I want to do doing with my future? And I think so. I feel like I've chosen the right field working up here.
Which is wild to me. So many students have come through and, figuring out what they want to do with their life, so it's pretty amazing.
We're having our 100-year anniversary, and it's really fun to be a part of that, even though this is my first season. It doesn't take much I don't think it takes a lot for people to feel connected to this place.
I love to hear Pingree stories, especially the couples that get married up here. They're so cute. Like, people come up there and they're like, oh yeah, I was here 30 years ago and it hasn't changed, and like, it was one of the best times of my life. One of my favorite things to do out here is sometimes at night we go out to the Homestead Bridge. We just sit out there and stargaze, and you just realize how small you are, and it's just really cool.
Now, 100 years, I hope that people come in the future get the feeling that I do when they leave.